Mobley. I am the chair of the university's Laboratory Safety Committee, and I am here today because the Tickle College of Engineering has received the Large Unit Safety Culture Award for 2025. And here to accept the award is Dean Matthew Mench from the Tickle College of Engineering.
Thanks.
Yeah, hello Dean Mench, how are you?
Great, it's an honor to get this award for the college, it really is.
Well, thank you for accepting it. So we're going to start, we have a few questions today, and
Sure.
We're going to start here. Can you share a moment when safety became more than protocol, when it felt personal, relational, or deeply connected to your values?
It's a good question. My PhD was actually on multi-phase combustion of aluminum, and it was with Air Products and Chemicals, right? They sponsored it. And it was to study the reason for an explosion, industrial explosion, that killed a couple of people. And we did 9 months of safety evaluation and training in my setup. And to be honest, at that age, you don't think anything bad could happen, right? And I felt like 9 months was an awful lot of safety training, and there was a lot of things went into the design in case there was an accident, because there was a lot of fuel and oxidizer in there. And it was liquid oxygen in a energetic material environment. And sure enough, we were running the tests and there was an accident, right? And it burned right through stainless steel. At 50 psi in pure oxygen environment, stainless steel becomes flammable like a lot of other things, and it just jetted against the wall that would have been covered by metal, but part of the safety protocol was we covered it with metal. And the experiment was not a success. It didn't work the way we'd hoped, but the safety protocol did, and it would have burned, it could have set the lab on fire. And at that moment, I was really grateful for the expertise of Air Products that helped us do all that, the safety evaluation, and what I felt at the time was an endless iteration of the safety procedures and all the safety valves and everything that we had for that. It ended up working really well and saved at least a fire truck, if not more. So I was very grateful for that. So, since then I've had a lot of training in safety and flammables, and even published in the area as well. And I would say that was the moment I went from a kid to an adult in terms of my perspective of, there's really an important reason that we do all this stuff, is because we've learned from past incidents, and we're trying to prevent something from happening in the future with that. And since that time, I really paid attention to that.
So what beliefs or attitudes do you think have helped your team build a culture where safety is seen as a shared responsibility and a form of care?
Another great question. I think that the key for that has been to put the right people in charge of it, right? My day-to-day activities are waking up, coming in and looking at email and having meetings. And so I don't do the safety in the College of Engineering, but we have a fantastic team, starting with Bill Dunn, that leads the overall effort. The lab safety advocates in each of the departments are people who care greatly about safety of others and the importance of it. And the department heads have bought in, as they should. And in a place like nuclear engineering, they're trained from the beginning that safety is number one. So engineering in general is aware of safety, but I would say that it's a continual process, and we've come an awful long way from when I did my research to and the standards in university labs to what we do now. And there's still always room to improve, but I think getting the right people in the right place that care about it for the right reasons is the most important thing, and that's what we have in the college.
Completely agree. Yeah. What influences the way you think about safety and the way you influence others to think about safety?
Number one is the safety of the faculty, staff, and students of the whole college. Of course, is a baseline. But number two is as part of the training that they're going to need for the rest of their life if they walk out here and work in a variety of different environments.
Right. I think I've heard the term we're in the formation of trusted professionals, and
that's great. That's a great term.
That feels like it ties all in with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. What advice would you share with others seeking to build a supportive safety culture?
Okay, that's a great question. And one of the things that I saw change with EHS that really made a big difference was changing from what I felt was a gotcha culture of we're doing inspections of the labs, you don't know when they're coming, and you know, here's the report and you got to fix this, to changing one that's a collaborative culture, right? To changing one where the lab safety advocates and the department heads and everybody is looking out for everybody's safety. And so when they see something, you know, proactively, they're working with people to fix it, and then there's the inspection that verifies that they've done the things that they were going to say they were going to do. That also creates a culture where people are willing to talk about the things that didn't go well instead of hide an accident. You learn something from the accident. You know, there's a whole procedure after an accident to write it up and to digest it and to understand what could be done different, and that's very important. But you don't get there unless you have a culture where you're punishing people for speaking up. It's got to be an open, trusting environment where people understand that, look, we're all trying to be safe, and they feel free to bring potential problems up to the lab safety advocates or ask questions themselves rather than keep it to themselves. I think that's a very important aspect of it, is just the trust factor among people that we're all working together to get us more safe, rather than we're going to punish you for something that maybe you don't have the information on or no training on.
That's very well said.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, thank
you for your thank you for your time today. And I think now we're ready to present you with the
Okay, great. I'm excited.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah.